So you're married. Are you the head of your wife?
I try to be in charge, but she's sometimes is bossy.
Oh, she is?
She'll she'll tell me if I have a shirt on that's shouldn't be worn out in public. She'll say that's a yard shirt, and she'll just tell me that I can't wear it outside.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and so I will say it is not a yard. So I will try to wear it to the store, and then it usually will end up going missing after that.
Wow. Are you serious?
It's happened once, yeah. I had a favorite T-shirt, and I had a hole in it, and she was trying to take charge and just say, that should not be worn, down in public. Like, I love this T-shirt, and I did, and then it went missing. And she's denied knowing what happened, but I think she just destroyed it or something.
Wow.
So.
Does she obey you?
We work together on most things.
So does she obey you?
I think for the most part, we're aligned with what we want to do. So if I said, you need to do this, and I said it like that, I don't know if she would absolutely do it or stop and like, hey, you need to say that in a nice way.
What a mess. And so, does she obey you?
I would probably say most of the time, but the other part of the time, I obey her.
You obey her?
It's probably a negotiation. I would probably say I win 60% of the time. And then maybe 40, she wins. I don't know, something.
And
Like the food in the house, she's gluten-free. I don't like it. I think it tastes like sand. But she wins, so we have gluten-free stuff.
Wow.
And sometimes I have to go out and get something. And you know what? She can smell it. She can smell, because I was having a cookie one night at like 11 o'clock at night in the kitchen. I warmed it up so good. She was asleep for like 2 hours. She woke up, came out, and she's like, what's in here? She could smell that I had gluten in the house. I'm not even joking. So anyway, sometimes she wins, like on the food as an example of where she wins.
So it sounds like he doesn't obey you.
Sometimes she just doesn't.
Why did you marry a woman that won't obey you?
We had everything we wanted to do, though, we kind of agreed on. Like, we're going to go to church every Sunday. We're going to have our kids with us going. We like to travel, so we wanted to do that. We just kind of had similar beliefs and wanted to do the same types of things. And she's been like my comedy stuff. She's been 100% supportive behind me, which has been great. Like, I'm going to not work as much because I want to do this stand-up thing that's going to pay zero. And she's like, you should do it, which has been great, yeah.
And so why did you marry a woman that will not obey you?
Well, I think it's because I loved her.
You still love her?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. We just do.
Why you love her?
I'm trying to think of the real... I always have. I mean, we have 3 kids together. We just kind of lived, married for 30 years. We just kind of know each other inside and out.
And so why do you love her?
I'm not getting the right answer. I'm trying to give the right answer here. I feel like I just do.
But you don't know why?
Well, I mean, I love to spend time with her.
But I know
having a
people who
family with
love
her.
spending time with their dog.
Oh, man. Oh man, you're still waiting for the right answer, aren't you?
Well, but I'm waiting for why. I still don't know why you married her.
I knew. Well, I loved her. I knew she'd be a great wife, a
But
great
she's been a
mom.
headache.
Oh no, she's been really good.
She won't obey you.
Most of the time, she will. See, this just sounds bad. If you say your wife obeys you, then probably a bunch of people on YouTube are going to be like, "Oh, that's so. You shouldn't."
Do you care about that?
Actually, not as much, because I've just some of the videos I do, I get some people love, but there are some people who hate them.
Yeah.
And so when you read when you start reading those, it's like, oh, okay, I can't. I'm not going to please everyone
No.
here. They're going to be, because you have the psychos who are just,
Right.
you're never going to get them to not until you say the craziest things like.
Had you known before you married her that she would be this way after you married her, would you have married her?
Yes.
You still would have married her?
Yeah.
In spite of the hell?
Because it's kind of a partnership, and we're both, we both have opinions about things, and so when you have two people with strong opinions about things, you have to discuss it, but you want somebody who's going to be reasonable.
Right, but she's not reasonable.
Oh no, she's reasonable on almost everything.
But she's supposed
Except
to be
for the-
reasonable on everything.
Except for the gluten, and that she's not reasonable on that.
Yeah.
I will just that's I'm going to put my foot down.
And so that day that she caught you in the kitchen
Yeah.
with the cookie, did she beat you?
No.
Have you ever wondered where did her hell come from? All that anger she has? I wonder why my wife's so angry.
I don't think she's angry.
Well, why do you think you're afraid of her?
I'm not afraid of her.
Yeah, you hide the cookie.
Okay, but that's different because she's got this weird gluten-free thing.
But you
it's
can't.
just,
You're afraid to even correct her when she's wrong.
look, I've told her gluten-free is not good.
But she's wrong about other things too. You're afraid to correct her.
Well, it's mostly the food stuff, but okay. No, okay, see? I did correct her. She went in my drawers. This was just a week
She
ago.
went in your drawers?
Yeah,
You mean your underwears?
No, T-shirts.
Oh, she went in your drawers where you keep your clothes?
Yes.
Oh, I thought she went in your drawers while you had them on.
No.
Oh.
She went in my drawer. She found a T-shirt. I had this favorite T-shirt, and it was gone. It was in dirty clothes, and I said, "What did you do?" And she said, "It was dirty." And I said, "Once a man puts it in his drawers, you can't go in there. That's
Right.
off limits." And she said, "Well, I thought it was dirty, so I went and got it." And I told her that's wrong and not to do it again.
Oh.
So I did it. See that?
That's so brave.
I did. So we had a thing, and I told her, "You were wrong. You cannot go in my freaking drawers and take my T-shirt out." But I think she's going to do it again, to be honest.
Do you protect your girls from her hell?
I mean, well, here's the problem. They're all gluten-free too. It's always all the women against me with most of the food stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does your husband, sound like a husband.
You gotta please cut that out. Don't.
Right. Does your wife see you as weak or strong?
I think strong.
Why?
Yeah. Because I'm. Hey. I don't know. I hope she sees me as strong. I think she does.
But why would she?
Because I'm strong.
But you let her feed you gluten food and your kids gluten food. Now everybody's starving and don't have protein and all that kind of stuff.
I know.
I know.
I can't. She knows I don't like the gluten-free stuff, but
But you can't make her stop.
I can't seem to. She says it makes her stomach irritable bowel something or other.
But
I
why don't
don't
you
know.
tell her to eat it by herself, and you and your kids gonna eat real food?
Tell her to eat in the garage so we
Right.
can eat. Oh, I can't.
Well, she don't have
No.
to eat in the garage, meaning tell her to eat gluten food, and you and your kids gonna eat normal food.
Okay, some days we have had meals where that has happened, where we'll have like gluten-filled normal, and then she'll have gluten-free that's a separate one. That's happened.
Amazing.
It's happened before, so I'm winning is what I'm trying to tell you.